First of three right here on Super Saturday. Awkward kick to handle for Humphreys. It goes down there to Ravalawa from Brayley. Comes back through Trindle. Hines is there. They've got them. Hines runs all the way himself. They just did not recover on that left edge, South Sydney, and it was simple work in the end for Nicho Hines to open the scoring here today.
And Nicho Hines in that more familiar role out the back of shape. Great work, beautiful show and go there on task. Cronulla looked sharp early block.
Now Hines again. On the angle, he is the best. Cutting back against the grain. Britton Nickera. Nobody in the NRL does it better. He is so hard to stop, and they just pounded through the middle until they found a weakness. Here is the last. Chips one in behind, well weighted. They have to play at it. What a take by Mulitalo in one hand, and Ronaldo brings it back. An escape. Kennedy for Ero up against Ravalawa. Beats him, beats the cover of Kepi. Kennedy is there. He won't need him. What a try. Coming late, Tass can't get to Kale Ero. It began with Mulitalo, and the Sharks here on the shores of Botany Bay go coast to coast. For Trindle. Hawks it back, looking for a 40-20. It's a great kick. He has got it. Puts them on the front foot for a kick here from Humphreys. No pressure on him. Not much depth on it, though. It'll come down 20 metres out. Stone Street. Boy, they are confident. What a pass that was. Here's Kennedy, and off they go again. Mulitalo runs towards Arrow, runs straight past him. Ero's there again. Ero to the corner. Gray coming. A pass back infield. Mulitalo has it. Shovels it to Hines. There's still a chance. Mulitalo. Kennedy! You can't draw it up like that, but boy, it is good to watch. Brayley, here's Trindle again, looking for another one. End over end.
Watch his teammates now.
It's an absolute clinic from Braden Trindle.
Brayley from dummy half finds Hines. Mulitalo midfield, and he's away. Nice pass from Hines. Runs to Gray, who takes him down. What a defensive day he has had, Jai Gray. But it's the Sharks again. Trindle running to the corner, sliding in, and he has scored. Here on the right-hand side, they go to Hines on the left instead. Kennedy, decoy play, and made contact there with the Rabbitohs defenders. There might have been an issue anyway. Here's Walker grubbering, beautifully weighted, and Whiten is there. They have points at last. It's taken 70 minutes, but eventually Cody Walker just dabs one into the in goal.
And that time the work from Nickera just a little over-enthusiastic from the inside. Just went past him, the big left foot step. Nice touch on the outside of the boot from Walker.
20-point lead, 5 minutes on the clock.
Again, the work of Teague Wilton defensively this afternoon has been ultra impressive until that moment.
There, mate. Play on!
And now Humphreys a quick tap off the back of the penalty. They were outside the 10, so he could do that there. And Jared Sutton points to the spot. Heads up piece of play. Trindle, bit of practice from inside the 20. Well, it's his afternoon. Braden Trindle from right in front as the siren sounds, slots the extra point. A bit of practice for a big game to come. The Sharks have taken them down 27 points to 12.
Craig, I don't know if this is a big call, but was that the best 40 minutes, that first half, that you've seen while you've been at the club from the players?
It's hard to get a gauge sometimes up in the box, to be honest. I was very, very pleased with it. Expected a hard-fought game to come out, and it was important to us to... You know, we worked on some certain attributes we wanted to see in our footy and in our, I'd say, our character as a team, and I thought they showed that early, and yeah, executed some good footy in that. And then come out in the second half, it was always going to be they were going to respond to that at half time, and yeah, so no, really pleased with everyone's effort, and then it's just good to be back here and get one done at home. Yeah.
How impressive were some of those backline players in some of those tries they scored today?
Yeah, it was some high risk going on there, but really good. I think a lot of those players that had those moments today probably set it up last week by doing the real hard parts, and then I thought they turned up today ready to do the hard parts, and then usually you get in control of that. It's those moments of creativity or expression usually come off the back of doing the simple hard things well.
How pleased were you that Ronnie wasn't afraid? Like he threw a forward pass early, but he didn't shy away from the play. 2 more and he sets up 2 terrific tries.
I'm sure if fear registers with Ronnie. But yeah, no, you want to back him to play, obviously, scenario-wise, situationally, or whatever. And how forward was the first one? So I don't think he was that spooked. If he throws it over the sideline miles forward, that's a different scenario. Like it looked to me like it looked forward because he went backwards after the pass, but he actually executed the pass pretty well, which gave him the confidence to go, no, if I get that right, it'll work.
Yeah. When you were out there as a forward, just watching the back line do stuff like that, what goes through your head?
Oh, you definitely appreciate it, yeah. Obviously, in the middle, you try to do your work there, and then and Coach touched on it, like they've got that X factor, but they roll their sleeves up too. They're not one-trick ponies, all of them. That's all 5 of them. So, yeah, pleased for them today, but they charge every week.
You see about the way the halves gel today, and a lot of chat about who's the dominant. It doesn't really matter when both of them can execute as well as they do.
Yeah, that's the point. I'm really enjoying watching them grow. It was always our plan that they'll grow together, and just because if a number 6 has a good game, does that mean the 7 had a bad game? If the 7 had a bad game, the 6 doesn't have a good game. Like it's a combination. It's like some weeks some will shine, one will shine, the other one might be a support act. But the fact that if that happens, they're playing for the team. They're doing what the team needs on that particular time, and we want to grow that combination. But both of them played strongly today, which is obviously more. You get more potent if both play well.
What about the game awareness of Braden Trindle? That second 40-20, I think Joe Gray had just come off. So Jack Whiten was back there, probably didn't see the kick coming, and he realised straight away Jack had come from that edge and nails the 40-20 on that side.
He's no lack of practice in that. Like he's obviously a very talented player, but he works hard on his skill and he values his kicking. And that wasn't a fluke. That's a representation of hard work. And if he sees that and feels that, that's a good sign that he's focused on the game and what's needed at a certain time. To have the awareness of that, that's a good sign for him. But and both of them, they'll get stronger together, hopefully.
Some injuries. Few injuries. How are they? What happened with the forwards?
I don't know. I'm on it up in the box. We've got Eagle Cam vision, not close up. So I'm not sure what happened to Braden. We thought it was a medial. Not sure severity. Sifa, obviously his ankle there. Again, not sure severity. And Browse just had a bad cork. Yeah, that was all.
With Sifa, was it hip drop in your eyes? Fitz, I know Joy Gray was put on report.
They're hard to define. We've had over the course of time a lot of players wiped out with them. I don't think anyone means to do it. I think they're always an accidental action, but it's just an unfortunate one. Would I label? I wouldn't put a label on it. Again, I've got Eagle Cam vision in the box. I don't have the close up. I'd have to review it, but hopefully Sifa's all right. Hopefully, I haven't seen a great deal of hip drops over the opening rounds. There's the odd one here and there, but it doesn't seem to be too big an issue at the moment.
The reason I asked, because we asked Wayne and he said in all seriousness he didn't know what really constituted a hip drop anymore.
No, it's hard. We've had players have their ankles had to require surgery and they tell us it's not a hip drop, and then some with none, and we get suspended for 2 weeks when the person doesn't get hurt. So it's hard to know. But in saying that, I don't think it's an issue in the game at the moment either. I think there was one the other night, but I haven't seen heaps. I think it's just still everyone's finding their way technically on tackling and keeping your feet on the ground and working on stuff like that. So I don't think it's a big deal.
Cam, has there had to be any change from players, like with the weight landing on the ground first, or have you seen it sort of evolve over the past year or so?
No, it's getting your feet, and I guess using Sifa as an example, someone so powerful is always going to be at risk there because the defender's not doing anything wrong. It's just he's such a powerful man that he pulls through the tackle. So there's not a lot you can do other than if you let go of the tackle and let a guy keep running, you can't do that as a defender either. So it's not easy.
Fitz, you possibly get Tom Hazleton back next week? Where's he at?
Not sure. He's not Well, I don't think he's out for a long period of time. He's getting better. Whether we can get him up for next week, not sure. Maybe hopefully mate Toby might be a chance of getting right. He's got a bit of work to do, but he's training really well, and Jesse Colquhoun's not far away as well. So we could do with those blokes back at the moment, but we'll still not clear on where everyone's at.
Are you optimistic about some of those boys that came off today, like just walking around the sheds? Like, does Blake look all right with that cork and stuff?
Yeah, Blake could be all right. It's just the position of the cork. Sometimes when they get them, it just sort of costs you function a little bit more than anything else. But he's a tough kid, Blake. If he looks like he's limping, it must be a good cork. Yeah.
Tough first half, Wayne. What did you think of the whole 80 performance today?
No, we started badly compared to them, and first 10 minutes they had 12 points on us, or 10 points, and to our credit, these guys kept hanging in there and fighting, and had a few opportunities. We didn't grab them, didn't get them. So it's footy. It's the time of the year. It's going to happen.
Second half, though, you felt like they won the second half pretty much.
Yeah, we did win the second half. It was great credit to them and effort by them, but there was nothing pretty about it. It was just gutsy, and sometimes that's the best you're going to do. So I'm okay with that.
You saw Jamie Humphries move to lock in the second half. Was that always the plan, or just the way the game was going?
No, we were 20 points behind. We had to get some attack into our game and grab some opportunities. So I wasn't trying to keep the scoreboard 40-0 for, I was just trying to give us a chance to get back into the game, and early in the second half there's one or two of those moments, but then we lost them, and it took us another 20 minutes to get it back to pick up 12 points.
Are we happy with how that move worked out, Wayne? Like you say, winning the second half, he gets a try there at the end.
Well, it's not what I want to do, but sometimes you've got to adjust on the run. So we could use it again, we may not use it again. It depends on the game.
How do you feel the right edge adjusted? Like they were obviously the right edge, they were targeting you big time on that side. How do you feel they were coping out there? How reliable was the edge on because they kept going there?
Yeah, well, they did. You better ask them that question. They felt about it. I've got, we missed some tackles. Guys missed the tackles right across the ground, so I'm not going to lay it on one or two players.
Craig, is it frustrating out there? Even in the second half, you were trying really hard and things weren't coming off.
Yeah, I think, obviously disappointing. We missed a jump, and they had probably out-enthused, and their intent was a lot more evident in that first 10 minutes. And I thought there was periods in the game where the moments that we could have, turned the momentum, and I think they had two long-range tries, which hurt us. I missed a tackle on the kick chase that led to a long try, which is disappointing. We could have changed momentum there and then, but unfortunately it wasn't the case, which is disappointing. But to our credit, we fought really hard to continue to be in the fight, in the second half, and we continued to try.
Wayne, Joy Groves placed on the board, I think, for a hip drop. Did you see that tackle? Any sort of early thoughts?
Yeah, I saw it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I know what a hip drop is, to be honest with you. I'm not saying that sarcastically, because it's a pretty confusing lot of rules around that. And as I said, I'm not saying that sarcastically. It's just I'm not a real good judge of hip drop tackles.
I know we asked him last week, but I think it was one of those long-range tries that I think he made about 2 or 3 tackles in the one passage of play.
Yeah, no, he did. Yeah. Would have been better if we made him down the other end, though.
When is all the trouble in the box? Any chance any of the injured guys come back next week, or is the plan still 2 weeks for that Roosters game?
No, they won't be back next week.